Alcohol is the #1 cause in car accidents in America due to drunk driving. Many people each year die because another person decides to get behind the wheel after being intoxicated. Today, obviously, after I told you these interesting facts, that my speech is to persuade you why drunk driving is bad for you and why drinking is bad for you and what it can lead to. Today I will talk to you about why alcohol is not good for you and how it can affect you in the short term and long run. Finally, I will tell you ways to prevent drinking alcohol. Half of all holiday driving fatalities are alcohol related, and the holidays are coming up, so being careful is imperative on the roads, especially when it starts to snow, things of such that nature, and it rains a lot. So, and the weekends, as college, obviously, you're on a college campus, so there's a lot of things like that going on. So if you do decide to drink, make sure you stay off the roads. This may cause you to think twice about going out and drinking during the holidays, especially during the New Year's. It's really, really huge because after people celebrate the New Year, they want to go out and do whatever, have you, especially if you're intoxicated. You really don't know what you're doing. Some interesting facts about drunk driving. I wouldn't say they're interesting, but facts about it. About 80% of alcohol-related fatalities are caused by beer consumption. About 30% of Americans are involved in alcohol-related crashes sometime during their lifetime. I know my father has been part of one. I know a few people who died over the course of me living, especially in Jackson. There's always an accident happening in Jackson where I live at, but I know some people who died over drunk driving. Another person I know, a close friend of mine who died because of drunk driving. He got in an accident because another person hit him. Between 18 and 20 years old are responsible for more than 10% of drunk driving trips in America. Also, you got to be careful on the road because truck drivers at night, as you travel, they like to drink and things like that to stay awake. So that's why during on the highway at night, sometimes you'll find out there's been an accident because these truck drivers drink to stay awake because they're traveling long hours across the country. During the year 2000, alcohol-impaired driving was involved in the deaths of nearly 13,000 Americans, and that number has doubled, almost tripled today, 2011. And it's sad because it's like people are aware of it, but nobody wants to change it. Drinking is one of the causes why families are broken up, as I was saying before, and long term. It can cause anger, which can turn into abuse and a bad childhood for the children. And the children may not be able to trust their parents, or they talk to their parents, or they have to be sent to a foster home, because of such things at home that has to do with drinking related issues. It can affect the way kids look at their parents and the people around them, and it can also affect them negatively because if they're around it all their life, then they may be forced to doing that, or since they seen it was cool for their parents to do it and their parents allowed them to drink, then they ended up doing it, and then it just goes on from generation to generation. And that's why some people die so young and have liver cancer and all these things, because it runs in the family, I guess you could say. So that's another thing. It also kills many teens because they think it's cool to drink and drive. Like I said before, I personally know people who die because of it, which is sad because you can't prevent this from happening. It is really easily prevented, but a lot of people feel that they're above the law. They feel that as though, it won't happen to me. It won't happen to me. And it happens. It happens all the time. And you just have to be very careful because you never know. To conclude,